Welcome to Plantain Stories, podcast where we touch on life,
God, this life be like bicycle.
love,
Oh my god, I'm so in love.
God,
Hey yo, shout out to Sky Daddy, man.
and navigating the career space in Lagos, Nigeria.
Yaba yaba, ojo ẹlẹgba kọsẹ̀.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi guys. Welcome to another episode of Plantain Stories.
As you know,
We missed you swimming. Swimming. Anyways, this week we have again amazing and beautiful ladies with us.
as it should be,
To my left we have Adesola.
Hey, money.
and they sell our money.
The money. The money is necessary. Very necessary. And beside me, to my right, we have Ibidun. There's money in her name too.
I'm telling you, fam,
It's okay.
it's good to have rich friends.
It's very much good to have. I didn't want to like let compliments slip. But when both of them met that, you could just tell
You know,
that there was a shift.
we get.
There was a shift in the economics of the room.
Easy.
You know,
$4 for a year, pounds for a year.
you know that thing that motivational speakers always talk about, and they're like, oh, your friends are your net worth.
Yeah.
You know, if you have
Your net worth is
you understand.
Your net worth is your network. Oh.
My net worth is so.
You know,
That's how
a wise person once told me, said that you want to really know whether I should be using an application. Just look at the application and think, if I want to raise 100 million, can I just go on my status and say I want to raise 100 million?
Wow.
I don't need status. I don't need photos.
I mean, the wise person knows that.
But I won't lie, it has been, I feel like February was much longer than January.
Yeah,
to be honest.
absolutely.
For some reason.
Absolutely.
I
For
was,
some reason.
I think
a whole lot happened. Valentine feels like.
It's so Valentine, like, I was
And
like,
for some reason, Valentine this year was just.
We're just there.
We're just on a wrap.
Mm.
For the single people, there wasn't too much pepper in their eyes.
I won't lie.
I don't know.
I'm never going to
I
lie.
don't even think they broke hearts a lot this time around. Like, everybody was so engrossed. The economy was dealing with us.
I paid no salary or one.
Yeah.
See,
The excitement. I was like, But that's when I now realized that there are some times that when God tells you not to leave your house, you should not leave your house. So let me just give you a funny scenario. If I had stayed in my house, I'd have eaten my house food. But I decided, you know what? I'm feeling like Yamaritas. Let me just let me just stroll and get some Yamarita. So I was trying to get Yamarita. I said, Yamarita is a bit too far. You know, let me just go and get some groceries. Okay. You know, there's this thing now that once you get to any supermarket and they are checking things out, you just get people, oh wow. Hey, this one,
Ask 20 times.
do you understand? You reach
Like,
Ghana.
and then you come back and check. Then, you know, in supermarkets, you have to, like, they put, like, I don't know. No, they'll put the price and then they'll put comma. You have to know where the comma is.
Yes.
pretty cool. What did you see last week? Did you watch any show?
Which one? I've forgotten the title, but it was thinking about extra balance on Netflix. So
Really about that?
it's part 1, code 8.
Oh.
I thought that was.
I saw it. I didn't try
What
what
to it? That's just them.
I mean, I watched it, but I saw it was a lot.
The part 2 was better than the one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you're skeptical about you're skeptical. I've been seeing it. People always suggesting some, but it seemed like all those kind of
One I want to watch.
boring sci-fi.
John.
Like,
Did you see Doom 1?
no.
I don't know what.
What if it's out if you did see Doom 1,
You won't have to.
if you saw Doom 1,
Yeah.
you enjoyed it.
Yep.
Please watch Doom 2. But if you saw Doom 1
Here.
and it didn't make sense to you,
Don't bother with.
it's on the go.
I
I love doing one.
I love the cinematography. I love the music.
I love the scoring.
I love the score. I love the world. I loved it. I can't wait to see Doom 2.
Also, I love Zendaya too. So like, let me just Zendaya killed her role in the movie.
What is Sharon
I love Zendaya, but not them.
They're not Doom.
I watched that Tyler Perry movie. That one that was causing causing controversy until.
What's that?
And I saw it, I was like, first things first is that if you watch the trailer and you didn't know who produced the movie, you can guess it's Tyler Perry.
Definitely.
You can't guess.
Definitely.
It's
difficult.
some people have put come for him.
Putting his signature in things, which is good.
Yeah. No, I feel like that his stories just are Tyler Perry stories.
You know?
Yeah, like if you watch that one,
It's just
that
like-
one that
it's
year,
just like
that
their
Tarantino
way
that year
of-
that caused issue everywhere. Is it acrimony? Acrimony. Yeah. So when I just said, I was like, someone like acrimony. As in,
Until now, we don't know what was that fault.
no, I know what I thought.
Yeah.
Until now,
You
it's
pick
still
the guy, you pick the lady, of course, because you're a guy.
Well, it's a gender thing.
It became a gender thing.
It became a gender.
It became a gender thing because there was no clear like who was wrong. Because they were both at fault and they were both right. But like you can't really, it was a very dicey situation.
I felt after things ended, the lady was wrong.
Of course,
I felt after things ended, the lady was wrong. That's just my signature. But,
I
felt after things.
but I was like a solid watch.
Yeah.
It's one of those. People didn't like the ending. I'm not going to spoil for everybody, but it's a solid watch.
I should see. What's the lady's name? I'm trying to.
Kelly Rowland.
Yeah, check it. Yeah, I just have a Greece question control.
Who did it in secondary school?
Huge question.
Kelly and this guy Nelly.
I didn't really say Beyonce that time.
No, Kelly's actually very pretty. Like Kelly's beauty has improved over the years, and you can still see the features that's still there.
Yeah.
And then she's lucky to have like a really banking body. Like she had 2 kids and body.
But does that look? Do you feel like she just has like she's just blessed with great genetics?
I think
she went out and not.
She works out from at least from the videos she shares online. Beyonce doesn't show videos. You don't know anything about her personal life. I don't know if she works out. Look, she's very secretive about things like that. But I think for Kelly, being able to show all of that transition make it easy for me to get it to know her. Because even all the things that pregnant women have, like all the belly piece, because she had like black stomach, like really black, it was really black. And then all the transitions, see her body, like of course it have done like all the behind the scenes, like whatever things. I don't know if she's done all that now.
Oh boy. But she's still putting
She put in the work
Yeah.
to get her body back, which is something that unlike some people just say 3 months after.
I'm 3 months after.
because
Even always like I think it was up until last year. And last year I started getting into study what exactly is happening in Nigeria's economy. But like it's so hard to keep up. So many things happening at the same time. Like you don't even know what chance to make, what like move to. Like it's just so hard to keep. But sorry for us, like I'm still trying to like I'm not an economist, but I'm trying to see okay what much can I make to make a better decision financially, and then I will read 1 year and I'm like okay, what does
do you get?
from here in Nigeria? It was until I think 2 days ago that the whole issue of not being able to pay with a naira without card
America.
hits me because I have to pay for my website and currently my website is down. And I just went to Twitter and started typing card pay naira, like pay for dollar in naira, and I saw all the pictures. I'm like, oh man, so this thing has been
wow.
it's just hitting me because I had to make that decision. And imagine people who have businesses that probably didn't have anything to do with them, and now they have to like start figuring out like how they're going to. It's really really bad. And I hope that we have people in government that are able to see that it's not just it's not just a role that you bring that affects people at the top. It's affecting the general public, and something needs to be done.
One pure water.
You know the thing is that sometimes, because I remember when, I think it was sometime last year, that I traveled home and I just went to eat egg. So I went out and my boss, hey, and the man was like, and wanted eating. I You know why I didn't realize.
That's that area. So imagine what to be in Lagos.
You know why I didn't realize? Because most of them, I'm spiked.
You buy to
Credit, right? I was by 2K, right? And pretty so it didn't really hit me. What's it? I was like, what age? 18 year old. Why? Who died?
Okay.
That's the literal question I always ask people, like, who died? We spend so much time talking on social media and not doing the actual work that we need to, because we know who we are fighting against. They don't do social media. They don't do social media. Social media is they are the foot soldiers on the ground, and we kind of like need to build that system for ourselves if we are going to take over.
Well, I think most youths now are kind of tired or coming from that answer stuff.
I've been broken.
They feel like there's no point.
What did Thomas Shelby say about broken people in Big Bang?
You watch a show. Is that putting the camera?
What is it about broken
I
people?
can't remember.
Oh my goodness, there was something said about broken people. Something about people who are broken are the ones that kind of like will know. Oh shit. We will insert that quote here. So.
But you get the point. You
Yeah.
get the point. But I mean, for all
I'm very hopeful about Nigeria, to be honest.
I am.
I'm very hopeful. People feel like Nigeria needs to split to be better. My mother, if you're watching this, Nigeria is not split. But what we need is good leaders. If you have the right leaders, Nigeria can be great. Like, look at what happened during AFCON.
Oh wow.
Osimhen, that was for you.
Alex, we love you. We love you.
It will be long,
It was not your fault. We love you. We love Super Eagles.
Anything on a light note, and speaking about love, was his bliss.
Yeah. I attended
What is bliss?
I think for this session, I kind of like
Snapchat attendees.
No, IG attendees there.
No, Snapchat complete. I don't think there was a part that I know miss. I had somebody that was there. I was like, nice one, I'll check. I was like, okay, this one. I was very, very, very impressed with the wedding.
You were saying something about the format of the video.
Yes. So I don't know whether that was what will be the cover for this episode. there was a way all the pictures that were taken with Moses Bliss and his wife were. Let's say I'm a pastor, and you are my wife. This is
No.
okay.
No. It has to be. This is your wife.
Yes.
And you. Then we are the pastor.
So this is Moses Bliss. I'm Moses Bliss.
This is the wife.
This is the wife. Both of us will stand like this.
There's like 2 meters space.
Both of us stand like this. Shift small. Yes. And then you not just put your hand on my this like this. You put your hand on our shoulder like
You
that.
need to put a picture of the head, crop the
Yes,
head of
That was literally all the pictures that were taken.
I need to go back to check.
When I saw it,
format template.
I saw,
That was the
I
former
saw
template.
Earrings, I saw which one did I see? I think it was only Earring I saw.
No. I saw
I saw another pastor. I saw
Pastor Shalai. I saw Pastor Ewens, and there was somebody else there. So I know it was a total of 4 people that had that simple. And I was like, nah, man, the photographer, that's a good picture.
No, I think because they are ministers of God, they always keep, even when girls are taking pictures with, like, Papa, like, when you hold him, like, there's a way you hold Papa, like, because you have to, like, respect them, they are ministers. You can talk someone in a way that, and I think
Might be interpreted.
Yeah, it might be taken out. To be fair, like social media is such a dangerous.
I'm telling you.
But aside the pictures, can we talk about the wedding?
I didn't see much.
No, it
No,
was.
like if you got me, I want to compare what Vicky's wedding
Hey,
and
I'm not there.
No, it's a good comparison because people keep saying that. Oh, I saw a couple of comments that were saying, this is a real Christian wedding. Of course, we're comparing Vicky's because of love. Vicky James is a Christian. It's all about personality. When it reaches your turn, do it how you wish. My Mary did her makeup herself and she still looked great. Vicky used the makeup herself and she still looked great. What is the moral of this story? Do your wedding the way you want. Save people to do their wedding. Somebody was saying, why was she was so natural? She was looking at her. Is it your wedding? Is it your bride? As in,
I won't lie, I low-key expected that. And I thought it would have been so on point if her bridesmaids did that dance that made them release.
okay, wow.
If they did that dance, like it would have been so on brand.
So many deaths this week. Sissy Quadri, Mr. H. Mr. April actually rocked our childhood as millennials and Gen Z. I mean, so much respect to him. He's one of the, like, the guy is very brilliant. He's very, very brilliant actor. Like, he will take a scene and then you'll be questioning yourself if this scene was actually real or if they're acting it. That's how good he was. And he'd be actually apropos there. The guy was really making so much respect. It was just unfortunate that the system that we have here in Nigeria doesn't even respect any decent work, to be honest. It respects more people that are getting money illegally, but people that are putting the work for their different crafts. They don't respect teachers, they don't respect teachers, they don't respect your mechanic. And so we wish his family, that God comforts them.
Send love and light to them.
So 60 countries family, as well as to Mr. Imran. So many other Nigerians, we probably would have lost this week. That we probably would have about was actually things that are currently happening. There's so much happening. So extended love to as many as you can this week.
Terrible.
Love and light, guys.
Love and light. So, this month is going to be the month that ushers in the first of the many Women's Day.
Somebody did.
So this week we're going to be having the International Women's Day this year.
Yep.
The theme is inspiring to the jumpers. And since we were different, and he said that's the two experiences. So from barriers to bridges will be the theme of our discussion. And it really came to me, the idea came to us when we're having our brainstorm, and we're just thinking about how growing up, when you would think about household roles, like there were a lot of female names that I didn't speaking from a Nigerian perspective. There were a lot of female names that were top of mind whenever we were having a discussion. From when I was a kid. I know probably they're like adults because they know everybody would have so many names, but then I remember when I was looking at role models or like people that were inspiring me, and then the first person that came to my mind was the late Professor Dora King. And I remember because she was always like, I did not even know we had bad drugs or inferior drugs or any of those things. Like it was every single day. Like I could just I was at peace of mind that whatever I'm buying is something. Because
at that time, anything concerning pharmaceutical, right, you were literally on your toe, because you knew that NAFDAC were going to check every single thing. Then everything to the letter before you get a NAFDAC number or whatever it did. So a lot of Nigerians were assured on the quality pharmaceuticals that they were taking, just because we had a quality woman in a gap. Again, like she was on the health. Like now,
but NAFDAC isn't just which care to medicine. I think it was.
It's food and
okay, yeah.
But I think for Dora, she saw the negative impact on what drugs were doing, for Nigerians, and she focused more on the drugs aspect, because you would first use. Ideally, you should eat first for drugs, because Nigerians rely a lot on drugs, because we have a lot of problems here, and that's what. So she had to deal with the drugs and combat the food. So, and we see that a lot of things that she had done, we still see the structures in place. We don't have a lot of enforcement being done, but we see the effects on, because then it was very hard to use. If you're using drugs, you need to pray.
Yeah.
You still pray now though, but you pray extra prayer that this drug has to be, let it work for me and not kill me.
Yeah. Like it was. I mean, for me then, like I always, whenever I would see her on TV, and like she would speak so boldly and she would speak very like it was a thing that, you know, it's one thing to like be an enforcer and not be the face of the thing, but like to be the face of the thing, to enforce the thing. And also, like, there was so many things that was going on when she was there, like about best before now, checking best before to be sure that okay, like there's an unexpected. And I remember like there were so many infomercials that were going on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, like if best before for a painkiller was this long, then call NAFDAC. If the NAFDAC registration number is the same across a variety of products, call NAFDAC. And if you see this, call NAFDAC. I remember some, like even down to all the ads that people were having there, including Bitters. Or even Bitters was having the advertisement. They would literally scream their NAFDAC, their NAFDAC number.
Yes, like every single company was asking that, please, we have that
NAFDAC number 012.
Yes,
like they would scream at the top of their lungs, even
because they go through like a whole process. So they need to like invest. It's like an investment.
Exactly.
To verify that you are in the company.
It's an investment in credibility.
Yes, that's the word.
I mean,
You could see her come around on TV at red line interval, doing the newspaper in the daily insane. They were actually what she has done, like at frequent intervals. You know, everybody was like, "This woman is walking." She was like a role model. That's like someone everybody can, in that generation can.
I think it was, but actually, you know, the see of her that made people intrigued. Who is this woman?
Exactly.
Decided to news started flying about her because she was doing her work way beyond when news came, and then she was doing it behind the scenes. You know, but then it was through news that we were able to see like the things that she did, and it was quite unfortunate that
a person.
her passing.
Well, I just feel for you, who do you think, or the person that really stuck out for you?
For me, I think
For you.
I want the Okonjo-Iweala.
Ngozi.
Yeah.
They're such a fine husband.
Yeah, that's what you
Yeah.
so, yeah, right from, I think she was one of my role models. She still is, in fact.
But what stood out for you? I'm interested to know because, you know, she doesn't necessarily like appear in the
Corporate or friend.
Yeah.
We start trying. So
what stood
that
out?
was one of the things, her attire. She always wear that rough band, that scarf. There's a way a scarf is on the head all of the time. And I'm like, wow, who is this woman that really the lady that is always representing well and doing the job. When she became, what do you call it? She was a two-time finance
Minister of Finance.
Minister of Finance, thank you. Then she's also a DJ world currently. And no, there was a time she was.
Yeah, she left it to become Minister of Finance.
Yeah, then she's also currently DJ for World Trade Organization at the moment. And I was like, and
She's got to work in Twitter and thing.
We should have something to do.
Danny, not sure.
you know, I can't recall.
Yeah.
But I'm like, who is this woman? Going places, always doing all of these things. She's still my role model anyway, and she's someone I look up to and, you know, aspire to be like, and also I look forward to being able to make that impact.
Yeah, that's human being.
I will try.
Okay.
That's her signature. I mean, that's her own brand. So.
Fair enough.
But for me, I think my first contact with a woman that had a voice was probably to my mother. This was shoved down my throat.
It was at the height of the feminist movement.
Not necessarily. So before feminism became a thing in Nigeria, I studied English language, by the way, so I had to read books. And I remember my English language lecturer, I can't remember her name because I'm Red Williams now. She's an awesome person after I had read. She shoved the whole of Chimamanda's book down. We had to buy it and then read it. So for me, it was forced. I loved her books, but I didn't like Chimamanda as a person because this booklet was down on me to read at the very ridiculously expensive. So it was after I left, and then after I left school, and then I started seeing her TED talks and all those things, and I saw the person behind it, and I saw what she was driving at. Because see, it's very easy for people to put out your hand and say, oh, she was just a talker, say, but she paved the way for women when it comes to finding your voice. People might not want to give her credit, but Chimamanda voicing out in a society where naturally to tell women, will even tell women to shut their mouth. She will stand her ground and say she's going to stay this day. She gave life to so many women who never thought they could face a woman, a man, and say, oh, this is where I want to go, or this is even what I want to go after. So for me, when it comes to being vocal, women being vocal, Chimamanda paved the way. And social media sort of like paved the way of some sort for women to be more vocal, because you didn't need to be serious, you didn't need to be same. You could use social media. So Chimamanda used social media, kind of like created that environment where you see that women were always talking. Now when it comes to career, I think for me it has to be Dora. Before the camera started really talking about how Dora did a lot of things. For me, Dora was like I didn't even know that she had like family or anything like that. For me, it was just like, how can a woman be so strong-headed and still be great at the same time? Because I'm very strong-headed because I can be very naughty sometimes. And for me, I saw it as like, you can still be strong-headed and still make impact. Strong-headedness in the sense that you see something that is right, that should be done in the right way, and then put your foot on the ground and say it has to be done, even if the whole world say, because women are supposed to be quiet. It's not good for a woman to be strong-headed. No, you can be strong-headed, but then that attitude can be taken away from the negative perspective into something good. So for me, as someone who was always, I had this very wild. But for me to be able to see that kind of a person and to actually channel this naughtiness into something that will yield something that beyond what I can like, and then it was okay for me to be strong-headed and still be a wife. It was okay for me to be strong-headed and still chase my career and still be able to do good. When it comes to people directly aiming way for me career-wise, I must be very honest. They were mostly men in my career.
No.
Starting with my father. I always tell my dad that like the amount of money that he spent, that if you're watching this other big, the amount of money that he spent sending me to school could have put that money. I went to Canada University, by the way, so you understand. The amount of money that he spent sending me to school, he could have used to do for something else. That is someone paving the way for me to be able to make a better career like decision. Like when I started my business, like I started so many businesses that I shut down. He put money down for me. So for me, paving the way, I think as women go to do a lot better. Women supporting women. I don't see it. I won't lie to you. I don't see it. We do kata. What's the kata though? Kata. So women supporting women is not a thing. I don't see it. Maybe a couple of persons that are doing it, but for me, career-wise, it was my parents, it was my dad specific. The career opportunities I had, it was mostly opened up by men that could see the opportunities. So I would say when it comes to inclusion and when it comes to bridging the gap, let's give credit to men too.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's give credit to men.
So, but then, like one very important point that you talked about was how, Dora was audacious.
Yes,
Stood for what she wanted and all of that. And, psychologically, ethical psychologists will tell you that it is the innate trait of a woman to be brave, most often than not, right? But then we're getting to the point now where women are, trauma vocal and stuff like that. But then, how then do you balance these traits? How then do you balance it so much so that you are not tipping over from the point where, you know, I know what my convictions are, and I'm strong on these convictions, and I know that these convictions are right. Let's do it this way, and that's a great side of it. But then there's also the alternate part of it where you are just a difficult person. You feel like you feel like, oh, I'm doing my rightness, right? I'm in my Dora energy. But you are just
A difficult person.
God person. So how exactly, what are the things that you have to watch for to know that, oh, okay, are you sure that I may not just be, going on the other side of the scale as opposed to being Dora?
Yes.
Like she said, she said something about being strong-headed, or she was young or even up till now. But she said something again about challenging towards something. So I guess that's the positive side, right? If you find something positive to put all of that energy into, I see you good results. It can be in anything really. I think that's one way to tackle what you just said.
Yeah, I think another way is, what's the goal? What do you want to achieve? Because if it is selfish or self-indulged, you would always want to have your be strong in it. But if the goal is for instance, Dora's goal was, we need to have a Nigeria that people can use drug and get better, and eat food that will make them get better. It wasn't about something to prove ourselves, but there was a central goal. So as a woman, you need to ask yourself, like, it's okay to be strong-headed, but this strong head that you had, what is the end goal of this? If you are in your family, for instance, if you're in a relationship and whether your husband is found person that spends money alone, and you tell them that, okay, that we have a goal to build house. This money we have to spend that thing. That's how. So there has to be a goal that is not self-centered. If that goal is self-centered, you would the negative side of that strong-headedness will come out. But if that goal is central, is for the benefit of other people, you will find a way. We are human beings. We have like our conscience. If you have not killed it, you have our conscience that kind of like polices us. You know, when we are overdoing, we're overdoing it. So I think finding a goal, even if you don't have, for instance, if you're leading a team and you're a woman, it's very hard. Especially if you have like men there. But you need to have a goal. What is that goal? We must achieve this thing. I think for us when we were on the team, my goal was, I used to see that at my second family. You have to feel like, but I spend a lot of time with you guys. And the thing was, what do you need to make sure that this team was a whole? So even when we disagree on things, I make sure that we disagree and close the case and move on to the next thing. So being strong-headed is fine, but having a goal as a woman, it's not about I want to prove myself. You will know skin and me. No, what is the goal?
One that, like, I don't want us to like speak from like our own points of view. Like, say you're under the leadership of someone and you are sure like this person is not inclusive in any way whatsoever. It's not because you are not doing your job. It's not because you are not good at your job. It's not because you don't bring good ideas or whatnot. You just realize that, okay, this person has made a statement non-verbally that there is nothing I will do that will mean anything. And the person is making a statement out of me that this is what I'm going to be. How would you address that? And I understand it because, again, like, it can be very easy and misinterpreted that, oh, he's doing this because I'm a lady, she's doing this because I'm a lady. That interpretation, I would say, like, it can be much more interpreted when it's from a male's point of view that, okay, this guy wants to use me as an example. How would you navigate that? Or how did you navigate that?
I mean, like, to be honest, that's very tough. But I think for me, in such instances, very luckily, like I said, for my career, it has been mostly men that paved the way for me to get to where I am today. But when you have a situation like that where there's someone who doesn't value the agreement, and so even when you're doing a good job, you are tutoring your horn, you're doing everything to make it open to him or to people around that, you're doing a really, really good job. Life's is short. Walk away. Like, and go to where you're appreciated. And pay the money to do what you're appreciated
I
for.
don't think there's any other
Let's
way
go
around.
that way. This is 21st century, 2024. Like, why?
Have you been in that kind of
Well, I
situation?
happen to be in, but if, let's say for example, you're unable to get something else quick, while you're still being at it, I think you should just continue to be seen, to be earned, do your best.
No, but you know the funny thing now is that in that kind of situation, right?
So,
In that kind of situation, right? A lot of people go into what is now termed quiet quitting.
Yes.
Like in their head, they're already quitting. They're just waiting for the next, best opportunity to come, and then once it comes, should nobody give you 1 month notice?
Yes.
Give me
Me, 1 month.
notice. 1 Monday safe an amount. So I mean,
Analyze the situation. If in that case, what I would advise a parent to do is, if she's a young person, learn all the things that you need to learn. You are presenting to him, but imagine you are presenting to the president of Nigeria. And I actually get two questions. New York's follow up, most follow things that you are achieving. I tell my team, I correct him that everything that you are doing, write it down, keep it down, but write it somewhere when you are not. By the time you are leaving, you're living with so much that nobody can take away from you. And then you go to a place that values you, don't pay more than maybe like times 10 or times 3 or 5 or times 10 or whatever that place is. So it's not really about, don't think about the immediate, think about the future. Okay, you're shooting me right now, but what can I get from this shit? How do you turn this shit into manual? How do you turn this shit into the manual for the future? And then you move on, go and take that manual, plant it where it needs to be, and then you become this fruitful vineyard. So really, I think that's the advice I'll give that person. But yeah.
That stuff. I mean, I think the only other thing that left on my list of questions was, now this day and age, if you were to speak to a girl child, they were to give her maybe just one word of wisdom, just to explain to her. Also explain to her that this world that she's about to grow up in, what to do, what not to do, who to hold as a friend, who not to hold as a friend, what to look out for in a day-to-day, how to protect herself, how you speak to that girl child.
I mean, first of all, I want to have a voice. I told you from the beginning of this chapter, I'm a very weird person. I'm a very weird person. First of all, I want to have voice, and the reason I want to have voice is because I feel that men have a lot to do when it comes to this whole idea of feminism, and I do really appreciate men that are vocal about supporting women, because it's very hard to be sucked into the world where men are trying to be the man. I can't be supporting this man. Then first of all, for my boys, I love you guys. You would always see me. You need to give women the respect. You need to treat them well. If you find a woman who is struggling for one, if a woman is behaving somehow or struggling for one thing and the other, it's probably because of the experience. The women are very emotional. They carry emotion into their work. They carry emotion into every single thing they are doing. So when someone is behaving in a very funny way, we try to like ask what exactly is going on, because it might be something that's not even tied to the work. As if I have a girl child, I think the one thing that I will do as much as possible for that child is to give that child an open field to explore. Absolutely, that would have.
so but then, for the sake of what this episode is, right, we need to properly define and have the right perspective when it comes to selling this on.
Yeah, absolutely.
How would you define selling this?
well, so for me, let me start by what is buffing.
I'm afraid.
Well,
some of those things you see on Twitter,
No.
they're out on it.
Those prescribe.
There are a lot of things I can't even begin to say what. So I'll try to relay what the real feminism is about this women conclusion, to be honest. That's what feminism should be. Well, it's different from what we see out there, but that's what it should be. Equal opportunities in terms of career, in terms of what people can do, how far people can go. But what we see out there is not the real definition of feminism. I don't know what you think about it.
I think I absolutely agree with you on defining what is and what isn't. Like I said, if you watch all this, probably I'm the weirdest. But for me, feminism is definitely not bashing men. So if you feel like, you need to put one gender for one gender to right, that's not femininity. If you feel that you need to see men become weaker so that women can rise, that's not feminism. I know that there are radical ideas to every single thing. Feminism is just one of those things that we can have radical ideas about. The core essence of feminism was trying to shift from a system where the society was focusing on women to balancing. The word is balancing, not favoring one gender over another gender. And then you see things like all these UN. I think I saw a comment on Twitter that was saying that why is UN favoring? There was one, I can't remember the agency of the UN favoring more women. You're talking about inclusion, but then you're not including other genders. You're only talking about women. What about the other boys? Because those boys will become men that will marry those women and you're treating.
Mm-hmm.
So feminism, for me, I think that there's been a shift in probably from previous generation to generation to now focusing solely on one gender. Yes, you want to bring the balance, but we brought the balance to the point where it's now like this. Feminism is here, the men are here, and these are the men that will marry us eventually. So I think we need to be mindful of where this radical aspect of the feminism is going to. Balancing opportunities is the key thing here. Once I said that both men and women have the same opportunities to grants, same opportunities to funding, same opportunities to leadership position, same opportunities to whatever career that they want to do. When you put things to the extreme, you don't actually see the benefits in it. The not extreme part of feminism is bringing out the feminine side of the woman. It's so, as in a relationship, you can't be submissive and still be a feminist.
Why?
Because as a feminist, what it means that you're just teaching balance in everything. It doesn't mean that you're bashing. I don't know if you're bashing the other gender. Because you're either going to have a boy or a girl. You don't even know which one you have. So if you're bashing on the men that are going to marry and they're going to end up with the boy, what will happen to the boy? You don't have the necessary skill sets to train a boy because you're already bashing on the ones that you see on Twitter. So like I was trying to drive back at the balancing part in relationship. It's like allow yourself to be a woman. You can be a career woman, raise, choose a career, be strong work. But allow yourself to be a woman, not sure. That's our role as women. Allow yourself to be a man. Protect your family. Do what you need to do to keep your family, in place. And yeah.
And the truth of the fact is that because of how the feminist movement have been taking a lot to the extreme, a lot to the left, it brought everybody to the point where God help.
Exactly.
For the men,
everybody's overprotective.
For the men, their guards were up. We're going out.
Feminists. Wow.
Feminists going Dutch. And that is when I even had some guys that were like, I'm gonna like dating feminists.
Just to avoid fire.
You got your own money strong enough. Let's do this, And all of that is you could just tell that there was this underlying passive aggressiveness in gender, and everybody started to slowly but surely knows the uniqueness that made you also.
Yes.
So because everybody started to be like, oh, what do you bring to the table? A lot of the time, what it is that she brings to the table is intangible.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily, oh,
Preach,
I'm bringing $5,000, or I'm bringing your MBA certificate. Not necessarily. A lot of us in the end don't even care about. And I don't know if you have to MBA, that's great. I mean, it's tough stuff, but
Only tough stuff.
It's tough stuff. I mean, but a lot of it is the intangible, like she was saying, the nurturing stuff. You know, when there's someone in the house, just it's
You will know.
it's different. The care, the love, the nurture, a lot of it is intangible. But because you know, the feminist movement was taken so far to the extreme, you know, all of that essence started to, you know, corrode.
Yes.
Women started to lose the ability to just be women.
Yes, and you see women trying to show that they can be strong.
Showmanship.
They can be men.
It is the men themselves. Some of them were confused because how exactly do I?
Maybe that's what led to gender
understand, you know?
confusion. I think men trying to be iron, men trying to be.
I don't know.
No, I'm just joking.
I don't want that.
Like, let us support each other a lot more. Like this whole, I see it on social media and it's so tasteless and so and like this thing like man, thank God I have died on my side. Like, like I think I have more male friends than female friends. I tend to drop a lot of them because you know we know ourselves. So so I mean, life is easier with men, to be honest. And I think it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that because I have like a lot of questions I want to ask women. Yeah, woman to woman. But I'm afraid because I don't know who I'm going to go and steal that gist. So I'd rather keep it in. I think we need to do a lot better as humans. We need to support each other. Like truly support each other. Be kind. Like be kind to. I'm not just talking about like people that you know, even on the internet. Like in the celeb will be having issues. And then the first thing you're always saying negative things. Like we need to. There needs to be a change in how we address ourselves, online, offline, whatever.
That point you're making is a super important point because we were at Symphony. It was a singles program where we invited it and Baki guys talk. Yeah, it was a singles program. Tell us, you know, about married life, your experiences, and all of that. And it got to a point where we was talking about you know, at a time where we were trying to have a baby and the baby had not yet come and we're still waiting on God and stuff like that. And they had a couple of various things they were doing just to get that baby. And was talking about how people could teleport, you know, text his wife and say, fine woman, whatever, text him and say, leave a comment, oh, fine man, oh, it's just, and I'm like, do you think that the people behind these accounts are robots? And some people are human beings. Now you may have just, let's just say you just dropped a comment. It's a human being that is saying that thing. And it is a human being that is feeling the way I don't know if you get, so, and I can, for what? Why? You know, like, so I suppose that it's important to point out that it's easy for you to tweet from wherever you are, but you won't understand how it feels until for some reason you get to be in the limelight.
Yeah.
Leave your room and put yourself in front of the camera, put yourself out there, and let's see those comments coming in. Let's see how thick of a skin you have, you know.
It just boils down to what she said, saying let's be kind to each other.
Yeah.
So for all the women out there, you can get it for the career ones, you can get it for the for the stay at home. You're also doing a great job. Just to you.
Yeah, so sure.
Amazing. Thank you, Adesola.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you so much, guys. We'll catch you at the next episode.
Bye.
Easy.